So before the video starts playing, I decided to personally interject and just say a few things. First thing being, I'm not making these videos to make my family feel like they're bad people or that they've done bad things to me. I am personally expressing how I feel in the moments that we record these videos. I'm not trying to hurt anyone intentionally. If I have, I sincerely apologize. That being the first thing. The second thing is, I will not stop speaking my truth, whether you agree with it or not. The truth is the truth. My truth is my truth. Third thing, these videos are always recorded ahead of time. I edit out a lot of stuff. So there's a lot of stuff that I could say that I don't, because I'm still trying to spare people's feelings and their thoughts. Another thing is, I don't make these videos just for me to watch or my viewing pleasure. I make these videos because I want to help other people. A lot of people are in situations that they can't even vocalize how they feel, or they can't say what they really want to say. So I'm taking it upon myself to speak for other queer people, other black people who deal with various issues. This is not to attack anyone in any way. That is not what I'm out here trying to do. If you feel offended by anything that I say, I apologize. And you also have the option to not watch my videos, because I will not stop speaking my truth. I will not stop saying how I feel. My YouTube channel is my platform to express my feelings. You have the option to watch, or you don't have the option to not. We make these videos to educate people who have no idea what goes on in the LGBTQ community, who have no idea of what goes on being a black queer person, who has no idea what goes on being a black gender non-conforming person, who has no idea what goes on being a black trans person. We are not making these videos to attack anyone. We are speaking from our personal places of experience. That's all we're doing. No harm intended. If it is, once again, I apologize. Posted a few days ago. Just like in the beginning of the first video, if you are easily triggered by any of the following topics: suicide, rape, sexual assault, any of that, you might want to click off now.
So yeah, as we did the first one, I guess I'll start. So I left off at high school. Previously to high school, I was a very great student. I was in school most days. I won't say all days. I had a lot of mental health days. But I was a really good student. I tried my best. But because of that shift from homeschool to high school didn't go well, I started skipping school regularly. It was hard for me to make friends, because apparently in middle school is when you do your most social growing. You only missed a year of middle school. But and plus I was going to school not in my area. So I grew up in one area, then I moved, but then I wanted to go to high school in the same area. It didn't work out. So I started to get severely bullied. There was this one specific bully. Her name is, I'm going to give her the name, Kashi. Just because I see Kashi brand cereal over there. So Kashi made my life a living hell. She told me to kill myself, which I tried several times. I was cutting, I was drinking, I was doing everything to numb me. And I would literally, my aunt would leave and her husband would leave to go to work, and I would kind of go in the basement and hide out until it was time for me to come home for school, because I didn't want them to know I was skipping school. And one time, it's just a little funny story, I was home from school, I had skipped and I ordered a pizza. And I accidentally had it sent to my grandmother's house. So then she called me and said,
oh my God, so you're definitely not a smooth criminal?
Nope, not at all.
Definitely not a smooth criminal.
And that's when they figured out I was really skipping school as much. So when I tried to make that effort of going back to school, the girl who was my bully pretended to be my friend. So she would come follow me home, and then one time she followed me home so bad that like I just got lost in the neighborhood across the street from my neighborhood, and I had to beg a stranger to get in a car to take me home, because I was very far from home and I was confused. And I didn't have a cell phone, so I couldn't call my family. It was just bad. And oh yeah, speaking of cell phones, they used to steal my cell phone about every 3 months. They would just rob me. They robbed me from my first one. Digital cameras were becoming a real big thing. They stole my cute little pink digital camera from me. And then the pinnacle of all high school trauma was they came to my house. They was pretending to be my friends again, and the girl went upstairs and stole my aunt's jewelry. like $1,000 of jewelry. And that's when I realized, okay, this school is not the one for me. So I moved back home. I chose the worst time to move back home because around this time my dad was released from jail. Me and him did not get along for the first year of him being home. I wanted him away from me, as far away from me as possible. Like, I remember one time I was going to make a midnight snack because I didn't sleep. I just did not sleep because of my anxiety and depression. And he threw my bowl of cereal and almost hit me in the face with it. And he slammed me down on the ground and choked me. And I had a concussion after that because he hit my head so bad. So that was the first time. The second time, it was the time I came out to him, and yeah, that just didn't go well. I lost my contact lens. So he was very angry. I think being in jail was very traumatic for him, and I think he still suffers from that trauma, unfortunately. But I don't think it's fair that he took it out on me, because I was the innocent bystander. So that was high school. It got better eventually. I changed high school. I went to a nice little private high school, and I have an amazing group of friends. I'm friends with one of them. She's the only one that doesn't get on my nerves. Went to college. College was pretty easy. I had a bully and a mentor, but that didn't really stress me as much as she did cause me to have a mental breakdown my freshman year, to the point where I changed majors because I felt like I wouldn't be good enough as a theater major, even though I have been doing plays since middle school. And I'm good at theater. I just have really bad social anxiety, and I don't like to do presentations. And then the last traumatic thing that I remember, because I feel like there's a lot of traumas that I've been able to block out.
Which isn't good.
It's not good. I've worked through them. But recently, I think this is when me and Kay first started dating. Well, a few months before me and Kay first started dating, I was at a party and I was raped by a gentleman friend, because I used to have male friends before that incident. And I ended up getting pregnant. And I think, how many months was I? Because Kay met me and I was pregnant. How many months was I?
4.
5. Because we knew I was having twins. It was a boy and a girl. Or did we not know? Yeah, we knew it was a boy and a girl, right? And I lost them. And yeah, this is very depressing. I lived and I survived. I thought after I lost them, Kay would break up with me, because Kay had grown attached to the little thing growing inside of me. And Kay, you look like you're about to lose it over there. You look stressed out about this conversation. Me and Kay don't like to talk about this very much.
But because we want to give everybody who's watching us the honest, raw truth about us. We love being transparent with you guys, because that's who we are. We don't leave nothing out. So
yeah. So Kay can go on about his life.
So yeah, during high school, pretty much had a regular high school career, I guess you could say, regular life. I had a lot of friends, went to parties, I had an active dating life. It wasn't, my traumas didn't come back until I went to college. I basically kind of pushed everything with my parents' wives, to the back of my mind, because once my parents got a divorce, stuff started to become normal again somewhat. My mom started dating, my dad started dating, so it was like, okay, whatever. That just became my new normal. So, with the college freshman year, I knew then that I really just had an attraction to women. But because of my Christian background, my life being the way it was, I really tried to push myself so far away from that ideology or even those thoughts that I made myself date me. So freshman year, I had an active dating life, to say the least. I didn't have sex with all these dudes, but I dated or talked to a lot of dudes my freshman year in college. I forgot where I met this dude, but me and this dude started talking my freshman year of college, and then we probably stopped my junior year of college. I met him. I went to his building because I was talking to somebody to stay in this building. Somehow we ended up talking, switching numbers or whatever, yada yada yada. So I remember leaving my friend's building, because I had a group of friends all stayed in this one building, building 48, No, building 47. And he stayed in building 43, which is literally right behind 47. So it was like, it had to be on the weekend because we had weekend like opposite sex visitation. So I went to his room. It was cool. This before he tried to do anything. Everything was cool. We started to build a friendship. Yada yada yada. So he showed interest in me. I wasn't really feeling him like that because I was looking at somebody else in his building. So he befriended me. I really didn't know that he was following me the whole time. So fast forward to my sophomore year, we out the freshman dorms, like we in like apartments. So he texted me one night and he was just like, hey, you know, I'm bored, da da da. So we was over there talking about homework or whatever, and I think we started drinking. He had made a pass at me and I kind of denied it. So we kept on drinking. I guess he waited till he felt like I was vulnerable enough or drunk enough. He took advantage of me. That was the first time. And because I was drinking, I was just like, okay, well, it didn't happen. I still went to the health center the day after, got checked out and everything, and I was talking to a therapist about it. I went to the police, filed a report, all this other stuff. I don't know why they didn't kick him out then, because clearly he had a record for doing that type of stuff to people. So that was the first time it happened. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do the Christian thing. I'm gonna be the bigger person. I'm gonna forgive you. I didn't talk to him for a while after that. Fast forward to the second semester. Me and my cousin used to go to this thing every Wednesday called Wasted Wednesdays. She stayed off campus with her and like 3 of her other roommates. So because that was my older cousin, I was like, yeah, you know, my older cousin, she stayed off campus. So me and my friends had all, like, she came to pick us up on campus and we all went to the party or whatever. I didn't know that dude was gonna be at that same party. So of course, once again, we drinking, we laughing, we all talking. So I didn't want to use the restroom in that same house that the party was. I walked to my cousin's house and used the restroom. I thought that one of my friends, well, actually my actual roommate at the time, was following me until we got in the house. He followed me in my cousin's house because he knew I was drunk. For the second time, he took advantage of me. And that time I was like, you know what, I'm not about to tell nobody, because at this point, I done went to the police. They did nothing. This nigga still here going to school, living, like, going on about his day. Like, he ain't did nothing wrong. So I pushed that to the back of my head until I started dating somebody. I think, yeah, like, I started dating this girl. And it was just getting to the point to where she wasn't pressuring me to come out to my mama, but she was like, okay, look, like, this is who you are. You can't deny it. You've been this way since X. Like, you know this is who you are. Just come out to your mama and tell her. So it was, I wrote my mama, I text my mama. I sent it on my birthday. I think I had to be like, I sent it on my 19th or my 20th birthday. And because I couldn't sleep, because I was just like, I need to get this out. I need to tell somebody. So I told my mama what happened. So she was just like, in the letter I told her that I got raped twice since I've been at school, and I also have a attraction to women. She took both of them hard. So she said she was more hurt that I didn't tell her that I got raped. And when I got raped, I thought I could handle it on my own. I took it to like the people at school because there's nothing that she can really do, being all the way where she was, and I was like 45 minutes away from her. There's nothing you can really do. So that was that. I came out to her and told her that I was at that point a lesbian. So which leads me to my next point. I dated this dude. Look, his living situation isn't the best. Can he come stay with us for a while? So it was moments to where, because I knew for a fact that I didn't want to be in a relationship, and I feel like he knew I didn't want to be in a relationship. So if he felt like if he would like try to like come on to me sexually, that I would fall for it. I wasn't like, I never seen him in that sexual light like that. Something had happened and he had basically tried to like come on to me, and I was just like, so at the time I'm way over the legal drinking age, so at the time I knew how to gauge my liquor. I'm at the point to where I know what's going on. Good. We ain't gotta be together.
We let go of a lot of it, but it still does play in the back of our minds a little bit.
Exactly. So, as always, like, comment, subscribe, follow us on the social media platform.
We let go of a lot of it, but it still does play in the back of our minds a little bit.
Exactly. So, as always, like, comment, subscribe, follow us on the social media platforms.